What is up, everyone? Is everyone having a good Thursday? That is the question. Hopefully you are. Steve's out. He will be out tomorrow as well. And so the only thing I've got on right now is some long puts. So no Wooga for me. No, I was entertaining the thought. No power hour TLC trades because we had this big move down that happened. Broke through lows here about the time one might entertain the idea of putting on an early Wooga. Broke through lows of day. Starting to consolidate here a little bit now. So, what have I done today? Let's see. Let me blow this up. Actually, before I talk about what I've done today, markets Nasdaq down 340, S&P down 45, and the Dow down 25. So kind of wild. It's only down a little bit. So what did I do today? Let's see. I entered an AM number one right about here, 9:45. So right in here. Actually, let me go ahead and screenshot this so that I can use some tools here. So what did I do today? Got in about right here. So price moved down, moved up, started to consolidate. Had some nice consolidation. I booked 20% at about 10:30, so right about here. And then price moved against me and got stopped out right at this little tip here. And what do you know? It bounced. And so some people, I was reading in the channel, like they barely missed 20%. And so they got stopped out right here at this little push down. So, yeah, that happens. Sometimes you hit 20 and get stopped. Sometimes you don't hit 20 and then you get full stop. Sometimes you hit 20 and 40, then get stopped. And so, yeah, sometimes that can be tough. Um, then I re-entered. Let's see, what time was that? 11:56 ish. So like right in here, re-entered. So it pushed down, came back up, came back down, consolidated a little bit. Um, Booked 20% right about here. Let's see. Right about here, booked 20% as it kept coming down. Booked 40% at 108. So probably like right in here. And then got stopped. See, that was at 124. So probably like right in here. My final two contracts got stopped. And so haven't entered anything else. So I've got a 20% and stopped, and then a 40% and stopped. I got out of half my And I told myself, and I posted it in my channel, that I'm today. I was holding all my puts for a while, and so I ended up getting out of half of my first ones. So those were the 58.65s. Got out of half of them at 270 down here towards the bottom. But now things are starting to chop. And so here's the thing. My puts now are 58.65 is worth a buck. 58.75 is worth a buck 95. And they're decaying quickly. So it's like, do I just close them all out now or wait, see if we're going to push down again? So I think I'm going to go ahead and close all my 58.65s here. And close those for $1. So I'm officially out of AM number 1. Calls are worthless. So ended up being a little bit under the equivalent of a 40% now, plus 1250. Now I've got these 10 long puts that are the 58.75s. And so, like I had mentioned, they are losing value quickly. They're at $1.85 now. So do I hold all 10? Do I close half or what? I mean, it's a crapshoot. And also, we are getting a little bit of consolidation. So maybe I should enter a power hour trade. Getting some nice consolidation right here. Let's see what this bar does. We've got a 22-point expected move still, which really means nothing in this environment. I mean, in 15 minutes here, it moved what? Moved 43 points, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on a power hour trade. I'm going to make it a little tighter wings, about 20 points wide. So I'm going to look at I tighten those wings in case I get stopped and there's a big move. So 59.30s, 58.85s. Let's go 25 wide. So that's just under it's just under $5, which is okay. Let's see what this looks like. I don't know that I'm going to get filled here. It's a pretty quick theta decay. There we go. Filled at 475. Okay, so let me post that. Liquid one, you got to adapt with the market. But I hear you. It's not my favorite either. Okay, so I got filled at 475. So I'm just going to make my profit target be 375 and a trailing stop at $4. Why did I choose that? I know it's close to what it normally would be. And price is already moving down. So maybe that wasn't the best idea to put that trade on. It's kind of hoping it will. Well, and here's the thing. Oh, yeah, this might be the quickest stop out ever. The thing about it is it's my puts are going to gain value. Okay, so let's take a look at my other. Okay, so I'm out of so my 58.75s are now worth 350, 370. I have a trailing stop at 1080 on this new one, and it seems high. Yeah, this might be the quickest power hour stop ever. Probably should have just rolled with my puts. But, that's what it does. Price consolidates like it does here and makes you think it's consolidating, and then you get a bar like this. Yeah, I'm gonna get stopped. Stopped at 1050. So it might be the quickest power hour ever. Oh, that one hurt a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go back and see if I have my calls are worth anything. I got 20 cents for them. All right. So all I have now is my puts. So I've got 20 puts on. My 58.60s are worth $3. Between 250 and 3, they're kind of bouncing around. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's just driving this market the last week or so. I mean, it was at all-time highs, not too long ago. Had a nice little 25 minutes of consolidation there on that. So I'm not too upset about entering. My 58.75s are worth 520. Thinking maybe I should close half of them. We'll see here. Yeah, I've heard people talk about a correction. What's crazy is it's like the government spending has been so out of control, the last few years. And now we're trying to like fix it, but the market didn't care. The last few years it's been on a big run up. But now it's not liking that we're trying to balance it, balance the checkbook per se. My guess is that here in the next few days, next week, it'll be coming right back up. Honestly, though, a lot of times, good news means market down, bad news market up. Look at Nvidia. Nvidia had blowout earnings. I can't remember the number, but compared to like last year at this time, it was just ridiculously higher. But it tanks. Close or not to close? What should I do, Chris? We got more down movement coming, or is it going to bounce here? Let's see. S&P highs of day was 59.93. So it's come down over 100 points today. Oh, anybody else still holding puts? I think it's going to be nice just to take the day off tomorrow. I got to leave and go to state wrestling probably about 6:30 in the morning. And we'll be in an arena all day. I think it might be a nice little break. Yeah, it's pretty good statement there, people's man. And honestly, like I've stuck to my TLC plan, and my AM number one is green. My lunchtime number one's gonna be green, and my power hour. I kind of forced that one. Didn't have to trade, but it could still turn green if we get lower. If the price continues lower, my puts now are at 225 for those. So yeah, I've kind of stuck to my plan, my TLC plan. You look. I've already went over two of my entries. Then this entry here, was after 25 minutes of consolidation right here. So I don't feel bad about my entries. If we go down 15 more points, my puts will go from on my lunchtime trade from being worth about $5 now to $10, and there's 10 of them. And I was thinking about this earlier today. It seems like to me the last few weeks, the long puts have come into play more than I can remember. Like typically it might be like once a month you like when you're trading the TLC that you might get some good value in your long puts, but here it's lately it seems like it's been quite frequent. I mean, we got 50 minutes to go. Yeah, and you can tighten your wings up a little bit like I did. I tightened mine up to 25 points on my power hour trade. I usually do 30. I was gonna do 20 points. Probably should have. Nvidia down 6%, PLTR down 4% VIX at 20.54. Yeah, and yeah, that's right, people's man. And that's why when I get questions about the longs, like it's so hard to answer the questions. And it's people join and they're new, so they haven't gotten that question answered for them. But it's like you just really got to paper trade it and just kind of see for yourself. It's kind of a crapshoot on when to close them. And then I'm facing that right now. My 58.75s are at 470 right now. So I could close half of them. Probably would be smart to close half of them, but it kind of feels like it still wants to come down some more. The other day, I think I closed them, my last ones out for like two something, and they ended up being worth $10. So I also look at, let me get this. I also kind of look at the VIX here. So the VIX, it really isn't contracting yet. So that's why I'm just going to haven't taken any off quite yet. Yeah, scaling out's probably the best. And so here goes. It's crazy watching that profit loss just I mean, it's a beautiful thing, really. Just watching the profit loss really go up when this happens. Okay, so I'm going to close half of my 58.75s. Build at $6. Okay, so filled those at $6. So my own lunchtime number one, I got a 20%, 40%. So only got stopped out on two contracts. So that one's that trade's looking really green. That's even more ideal if you could book some profit targets on your shorts, hold your longs. See, those are already worth 720 now. I just got filled for $6 on them. My 5860s are at 310. See, VIX's still going up here. So boy, Steve's missing an exciting power hour. I would take 5850. Yeah, my power. So if my puts expire worthless, my power hour number one would be a loss of 5,550. So how I play these puts are kind of important. Yeah, I should have went 20 wide instead of 25. S&P has now lost all gains for 2025. Red Robin Gourmet Burgers is up 33% right now. Just saw that. Yeah, I didn't know that either. It's only $6.02. That's all it is. All right, I need to probably think about getting rid of some of my power hour puts. VIX still going up though. Wow, this kind of reminds me of COVID. Down moves. All right, I'm gonna get out of half my power hour puts. Build at 260. No, I hadn't closed any puts, Kelvin. I'm out of 10 now, and I got 10 left. No, I posted in my channel earlier today that I was going to be holding my puts for a while. Like I said, now see now they fade a decay quick on any bounce. So my 58.75s, they were worth about $7 about 5 minutes ago. Now they're down to 470. And my power hour puts are now down to buck 80. Yeah, so here we go. Okay, so this is a nice little bounce that's happening. This is a nice little bounce that we're having. So yeah, so it's making the puts. Ugh. So you just never know. Yeah, that power hour is going to be an ugly loss. I got in at 475 and for some reason got stopped at 1050. Not sure why my stop was so big. I only used I used a $4 stop. Yeah, I used a $4 trailing stop and it was 1050. I'm like, what? Probably what happened was okay, so you enter the trade and then it's plus four, whatever the price is. So price probably moved before I could get my order in. That's probably what happened. And so it ended up being a bigger spread than normal. That's probably what happened. Because literally, like as soon as I entered it, that price broke through lows. No, there was no slippage. Actually, my order was 1080 and I got filled at 1050. Yeah. So price had gone down probably 5 or 6 points before I was able to get that OCO order in. Because it happened, let's see, it happened right here. Like put this when this bar came down, like I entered and then literally that bar just started falling. That's probably what happened. All right. Let's see. See how wide of an iron condor I can get. Can get 30 wide. If anybody wants any of that action. 18-point expected move yet. Oh, man, what to do? How long do I hold these puts? Oh, looks like Steve chimed in. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it bounces tomorrow or we can continue lower. Man, to hold or not to hold? Where's Krish? We have one more push down. Where's Chess Master? Yeah, I mean it's literally just kind of somewhat lucky. Vic's going up right now, so still holding. All right, coming through lows. Let's go, baby. Let's get nasty. Let's get nasty. Elliot, he's probably in on some puts, right? Let's go. No bounce. Reinhard, he exited. He says exit all my 58 A's at $10. All right. $10? I don't know if Reinhardt's in the I don't know if he's in the I don't know if he's in the live stream or not, but yeah, $10. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Moel, how's your puts doing? I know Moel's him and I have talked a lot about when to sell puts and when to close them and whatnot. Did you close them too early again? Now wait a second. Didn't just a few days ago you say you were gonna start holding some of them longer? I thought you said a few days ago that you were gonna start holding them longer. I swear to God, you said that. What was it Steve told you a while back? He said something about when you're gonna close them. Well, not about these. It was about some type of trade, but something to the effect of if you're gonna do it, it's like telling your wife she's ugly or something like that. So you can't do it. I think it was about some other strategy or something. Some other bad habit you were trying to break. Steve was, I don't know. I'm rambling now. Just remember some type of bad habit you were trying to break. It was a while ago. Well, man, I really liked this push down, but now it's popped right back up. See, my puts were at 7. Now they're back to 4. My power are down to the buck 35. They were at like 3. Trump speaking. Look at this bounce up. Darn it. Oh yeah, I heard about that minerals deal with Ukraine. I just never was a big fan of Biden, mostly because he just never spoke to the media. Like, just he had questions handed to him ahead of time. You just never knew what was going on. But to be honest with you, that was probably what best for the stock market, right? When they don't say anything, you don't have all these just crazy moves. Nobody knew what was going on, so the market didn't have any wild moves. Yeah, but no news is good news for the stock market, I guess. But all right, so it's the moment of truth here. We're gonna get 2 green bars in a row. man. All right. Closed a couple more of my power hour trades for a buck 25. Ugh. Probably get you can get 20 wide iron condor if anybody wants it. So I got 5 puts left of my lunchtime and 3 left of my power hour. But again, if anybody has questions about reusing longs, I know that came up a few days ago. This is one reason I don't reuse them. Actually, somebody just text me while I've been live streaming. Buddy of mine that I know that trades TLC said, where's that? He said I reused my put. I asked if he got any. He booked 5K today. I asked if he got any in his longs. He said that some, but he reused some longs today. Not anymore, he said. Yeah. Yeah, no Tesla. Tesla bounced a little bit there before lows. Nvidia still coming down. Wild. I imagine people will be buying up Nvidia here in the next week. See, I can't remember what my total profit was, but I bought some calls when it was down at like 117. I think I ended up making like 3 or 4 grand on them before I ended up closing them all out. All right, it's trying to see if it holds here. It's trying to go through lows. VIX appears like it wants to, you can kind of see the VIX here. It looks like it wants to keep creeping up. Come on, give me one good push down. My 58.75s just went in the money. I'm going to get out of three more of these with my lunch times. Filled at $7 even. So I got three more of those left. NASDAQ down 492. Again, no live stream tomorrow in the morning or afternoon because Steve and I will both be out of town. Doesn't happen very often, but happens tomorrow due to state wrestling for me. Let's go. Let's get nasty. Last big push down, it had a push up. VIX still going up to 21.31. Yeah, I need to probably close my 58.60s. They were just really getting some theta decay. I mean, there's only 17 minutes left. All right, closing my remaining puts filled at $1.45. That's for my power hour. So still a big loss. Minus 3,565. So that was a little bit of a mistake. Well, I mean, because it was a losing trade. But if you look where I entered right here. So there was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes of consolidation. Right when I entered, it did this. So obviously, if I'd have waited a few more minutes, let's see, what time did I get filled? So I got filled 12 seconds before this bar started. Right here. 12 seconds. It was at 59 and 48 seconds. So obviously, I wouldn't have put a trade on when this happened. Now, somebody did ask me, somebody did ask me yesterday, do I wait till the bar closes to enter a trade? And the answer is no, I never even consider that. However, it would have been good for me to do it there. Oh man, 12 seconds away. Video is still coming down. All right, my final three puts for my lunchtime number one are 5 points out of the money. Oh no, now we're bouncing. I'm just gonna close them out. They just went from 580 to 350. And filled for, this is the longest I've held puts in a long time. 390. So what a great trade that was. My lunchtime number one. Plus $6,985. I booked 20%, 40%, had the final two stopped, closed half my long puts for $6, two for $7, and three for $390. Just think if I wouldn't have had the $3,500 loss on the power hour trade. Yeah, I don't know if anybody had the MOC or not. Looks like I got my power hour trade was stopped out in 4 minutes. Yeah, oh my God. That's awful. Goes to show you that the TLC process, even in times when prices do this, can be profitable. So overall for the day, $4,670 green day. And no Mahomes for me. All right, folks. Well, I'm not in anything. So I'm not in Mahomes. So I got to go head out to pick up one of my teenagers. So I will see everybody next week. Everybody have a great day tomorrow. Like I said, I will be out. Steve will be out. No live stream. And then we'll be back Monday. So I know there's some, I think, economic data that comes out pre-market tomorrow morning. So just be careful about that. And I will see everybody next week. Have a good one, guys. Peace.